everyone and welcome back to Micah and Mum. Micah and me. That's how long it's been since I've done it. I can't even remember what the title is. So I've got 2 months to try and get through, so I need to get through it really fast. I do have Micah here, but he was just so on the move and so like just wanting to touch everything and do stuff that it was just impossible for me to film up there because he just wanted to move. Come say hi, Micah. Say hello. Hello, hello. He was actually pretty much naked before I went and put some clothes on because it's so hot here. We're in the middle of summer, so it is really hot. So I thought I'd just better put a shirt on for the video. See, look at him. Look, just wants to move. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Put that there to keep him distracted. All right, let's go to the notes, otherwise we'll be here forever. So Micah is now 11 months old. In just 3 weeks, he is going to be a year old. 1 whole year.
Oh my god.
How did that happen? I still feel like I'm in the middle of my pregnancy with him, and you know, like that's just how time has gone. It's just gone incredibly fast. So this update, I'm just going to give a little bit about 10 months and 11 months. So at 10 months he was 7.8 kilos, which is 16 pounds. This month, I just weighed him this morning, he is 8.3 kilos, which is 18.3 pounds. His height, I don't know, but he is still really short. He's, for clothing, just for an example, he can still fit 0 to 3 month pants. And he's a year old, so. Here, it is growing a lot around the side, like a friar tuck type. Can we show them your hair? Look at this. It's all growing like around the outside. Look at this gorgeous eyes. His eyes are a beautiful blue color. Oh my goodness. Just this beautiful bright blue. So he can now commando crawl. He can go from laying to sitting. He can roll both ways now, and he can also now just recently go from sitting to standing if he's got something nice and solid to hold on to. He's a really fussy eater, not interested in really solid food, so we try our best to get it into him, but he just doesn't have bar. He'll chuck it. He doesn't want it. He doesn't have any teeth at all. No teeth, and he is nearly 1, which I think is crazy. I know it is possible to have kids that don't get their teeth till 18 months old, but both my other kids had at least 4 teeth by the time of their first birthday. Does not like being left alone at all. I'm pretty sure on one of my last vlogs with him, I showed you guys that when I put him down and walk away and he starts crying immediately. Well, that hasn't changed. That hasn't changed at all. If the kids are in the room with him, he's happy. If Martin's in the room, he's happy. If I'm in the room, he's happy. If any of us leave the room and he's left on his own, like if I were to walk away right now to go close the door, he would start crying. He cannot be left alone at all. So I'll just go through some of the things that have happened in the past 2 months and just give a quick update on each of us. The main thing that I probably need to talk about is obviously he had a really bad virus, and he had febrile seizures. I don't know if that's the right word. I'll just say seizures so I don't get it wrong. So what happened is one day he was really cranky. The next day I noticed he was getting a bit sick. The next day he had this massive temperature, like we're talking over 40 degrees, which I don't know what is in Fahrenheit. Sorry, you'd have to look it up. You know, anything over kind of like 38 degrees, you can kind of tell the kid might be getting a bit sick. Anything over 40 is like, oh shit, that's bad. And I've always known that the doctor always said to me, you know, temperatures are good because it's the body's way of, you know, like killing off a virus or something like that. So, and I knew that even though 40 degrees was bad, I knew that, okay, we're dealing with some sort of virus or something, so we'll see how it goes. Waited till the next day, and he kind of got better, which was weird. Then that night, his temperature soared again, skyrocketed, and I was like, oh my gosh, like what do we do? The next morning, about 6 o'clock in the morning, we ended up calling Healthline. We have a phone call, like a line that we can call, and it's a registered nurse on, and they can give you advice. And they said to take him to the doctor as soon as possible. So I made an appointment with the doctor, and I said, you know, do we need to come in? Because during the day he kind of gets a little bit better, and then at night seems to get worse. So they said, how about we make the appointment for way later in the day and see how he goes. So the appointment was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. His temperature went back down to normal, and I was like, yes, you know, this is it. So I rang up the doctor and I said, look, he seems to be alright now, so we cancelled the appointment. That night, skyrocketed again. His temperature just got so high, and we were sitting there fanning him and like trying to cool him down, and we ended up giving him a cool shower, like just a lukewarm shower. He screamed so bad that we were just like, okay, like took him out of the shower, just kept trying to breastfeed him. The whole week he hadn't eaten, he wasn't eating, he was only drinking breast milk, and even then he wasn't drinking that well. He lost a kilo that week. Anyway, so that night after the shower, we couldn't get him to cool down. He was just acting so weird, and we'd had no sleep all week. We were just so had it. We just didn't know what to do, and I said, right, I'm taking him back to the doctor first thing in the morning, even if he gets better. Well, I did get a chance to do that because it was about, I think it was about 5 to 4 in the morning. I just woke up. You know how you have your mummy senses? You just know something's wrong, and I don't know how I knew, but I just woke up and I just saw him have this, what I knew it was a seizure. I don't know how I knew, but I just could tell. Like, he didn't do full-on convulsions where everything's like he's throwing himself around or anything like that. I could just tell because he was staring completely blankly into space. Like, you could just see his eyes just staring blankly, and then he kind of like, he made a movement that just made me go, what the hell was that? Like, I just knew it was something weird. And then I quickly woke Martin up, and I'm like, Martin, I think he's having a seizure. And that's when Martin woke up, and he's like, what? And he's not good at waking up in the middle of the night. When he finally woke up, Micah had another one, and Martin just like sat up like, oh crap, like, yeah, I think he is having a seizure. I can't explain how the movements were. It wasn't like your typical like seeing a person on TV having a seizure like this. It wasn't like that. It was a weird movement that I just knew wasn't right, and I just knew it was a seizure. I don't know how. I just knew. So I was like, oh crap, that's like, he's had like 2 seizures. So I quickly grabbed some clothes and got him in the car and took him to the hospital. Got him to hospital, and they are like, oh yeah, he's probably had febrile seizures, which is kind of common when, you know, you're with like a temperature change, like having a fever and then you're cooling down, or the other way, I don't know, something like that. And they said, you know, the only reason we want to kind of keep him in is because he's had 3 seizures. So he had a 3rd seizure while we were sitting in the waiting room waiting to be seen. If he had any in the car on the way to the hospital, I don't know, because he's rear facing and I couldn't see him. But he would cry once he came out of the seizure. He would start crying, so I figured he didn't in the car because he was silent the whole way. The fact that he had 3 seizures within 40 minutes, they were like, you know, we just want to observe him, see what happens. They wanted to get a urine sample from him because they were talking about like, I don't know, that lumbar puncture or something that goes in your back, and I was like, okay, no, let's not do that yet. So they were going to try and get a urine sample. Well, of course, he sat there with his nappy off for an entire hour and didn't pee at all. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't stand here with a cup for another hour. So I was exhausted. We'd had no sleep at all for a week, and then that night it was just a nightmare. So anyway, I was like, I'm so tired, I can't stand here with a cup for another hour. So they put a little like plastic thing over his PB, and the wee is collected in it. Well, that didn't work because the pee went everywhere except for in that little thing. So they took whatever dribble they could find and test it, and said that they couldn't see anything in his urine. Basically, we just got to go home and wait, and that night he had temperatures again, and I was just so sick of it. And then we woke up another day, and then he broke out in this rash, and it was so hot, and the poor thing, he was absolutely, utterly miserable. And those next 2 nights after his seizures, I woke up all night like with him thinking, is he going to have another seizure? Like, every time I woke up from feeling him have a movement, I was like, he's having another seizure. But it wasn't. It was just, he was just like moving himself around. But it made me like panic. So finally on Friday, which was Christmas Eve, I took him to the doctor after I was doctor, and they said, this doctor was great. Within 2 minutes he said to me, this rash that he's got is great. It means he's coming to the end of this virus. I guarantee you he'll be fine by Christmas. And he was. Hallelujah. The experience was just so utterly draining. I can't even explain to you how draining it was, just because it was just what? I'm not talking to Siri. I didn't say Siri. It was just so draining. Just no sleep, just not knowing what was going on, not getting any answers, and it was I don't want to go through that again. Anyway, just quickly, so what we've got coming up is his cake smash. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't believe I get to do another cake smash. We've got to find a location for his year by year photo. And then of course, the exciting thing happening is his first birthday is coming up in just 3 weeks. On the 10th of February, he is a year old. So there'll be some videos coming up on his birthday theme, the ideas I've got, and all the bits and pieces I've got. I'll do a separate video for all of that. Mila Rose, she is crazy, she is sassy, she is a know-it-all, she is just, she dances, she acts, she's dramatic, she's just so funny. I just don't know where it's come from, but she is just, oh my gosh, she is so fun to be around. Roman, he's very serious, but he's also got that silly side as well. He's a great big brother. He's doing really well. He's enjoying these holidays, and I'm hoping he's going to enjoy going back to school this year, but he's made some good friends and they're in his class, so hopefully we don't have the issues that we had last year. But we did just have a new baby as well, so things didn't go well for a little while with him going back to school, but I'm sure this year will be a lot different now that he has friends, he's settled, he knows the school. It'll just be a different class, different teacher. Martin, this was his first week. He's just been at his new job for a week now. This is the second week. It's going well. He's enjoying it. It's a robot that actually milks the cows, so he just has to make sure the robot's doing its thing and then run the farm, and there's a sheep farm as well. So he's the farm manager for this farm, and it seems to be going really well. As for me, my new business, still gathering a whole bunch of things, gathering ideas. I'll have to show you in the shed and show you all the bits and pieces I have for my new business, because there is a lot. I haven't launched it yet. I'm waiting till I have a couple more themes completed before I do my big launch. I look forward to spending 2018 with you. What's going to happen in 2018? I don't know. I just ran out of space on my camera, so I had to quickly delete some stuff, so I better do this quick. Martin and I, we turned 30 this year, so we've got our 30th birthday coming up, which is going to be like a Mad Hatter theme. We've got our 10-year wedding anniversary coming up. We don't know what we're doing for that yet. We've got Mila's 4th birthday, Roman's 7th birthday. We've got at the group of people that come to our house every second Monday, which we've done for the past 10 years. It's the 10-year anniversary of that, so we'll be doing something with that. We've just got a lot of cool activities coming on this year. The number one question we're always asked is, are we having another baby? So that will be in a separate vlog as well. Hopefully I can get Martin to sit down and do a video of me on that as well. Having a chat about that will be interesting. But yeah, so that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's longer than I intended, but I will see you in my next vlog. Love you guys. Hope the start of 2018 has been great for you so far. Alright, comment if you'd like to, subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Bye!